Hi, it is the free chatting time again. So in the last video, I shared a term. The term is 心息相依, or mind and the pulse of breathing pairing together. Okay. Now after sharing this, I receive many messages around the world asking the questions that is Wing Chun internal? Is Wing Chun have Qigong? What is the magic or the secret mind power of Wing Chun? So today I like to respond to these questions and hope that we can clear this thing up once for all. Okay. Now we need to know, if we want to know what is Wing Chun, what is Wing Chun, we need to go back to 1850s, in the Red Book era. We need to let the writing or the evidence in this era to tell us what it is. We don't want to debate, we don't want to reason. It's just like if you see a tiger, it is a tiger. If it is a cat, it is a cat. Not that simple. Now, first of all, as for the internal, we want to actually just block those internal term off. Internal term is a term which is a political terms 300-400 years ago in China when they get into martial arts. Political terms. And then about 150 years ago, this term became a term describing Tai Chi, Bagua, and Xing Yi. Okay? So we want to leave this term alone. It got nothing to do with Wing Chun at all. And it is not the representative of the entire Chinese culture. As what I just mentioned, what is this internal term 300-400 years ago when it began, and what happened in 150 years ago. Okay. People can coin their term, but Wing Chun do not need to use those things. We do know that this is 2018. Around the few decades since 1960s, people have started importing internal terms and ideas and so forth into Wing Chun and call it internal Wing Chun and so forth. Well, that we know there's creations of 1960s until today. Today, still many people doing those things. Okay, just mixing something and call it Wing Chun. And one thing we know why those are issue is because all of this, which is mixed together, you know, you can look into them. They are not short strike based. No, as in last video, I show you what is short strike based on evidence. They are not. So let's drop the internal term if we talk about Wing Chun. Just drop it. Okay, it's not worth it. It's just only adding confusion. So, is Wing Chun have a Qigong, mind power, and so forth? Well, let's not answer yes or no. Let's look at what exists in 1850. Okay, because we know after 1850 until today, 2018, China go through all kinds of chaotic situation in history and cultural evolution, and a lot of things get wiped out, and practically this is a gap here. It's like everybody is okay to create their stuff, their story, their legend. Last year I was in Phat San. I was speaking, chatting with a top researcher of Wing Chun and the Phat San Chinese martial arts. We know that today there are many stories and legends, which is it is a made up. Okay, you cannot track it to the root, and this researcher have been gone to different place to track things down. Okay, so we want to drop that, and we want to get whatever here to let it present to us what it is as it is. So with all these chaotic situations, it's very lucky that we in Wing Chun have the Xiu Lim Tao Kui of Red Book, okay, which is passed down by Qigong. Looking into that, we can know what it is. Okay, so let's look into it. So the first sentence in that 1850 Xiu Lim Tao Kui, it says this: in Mandarin it says 极意会神平肩党. Okay, 极 is gather, 意 is intention or your thinking, 会 is meeting, 神 is the term 神, like the 精气神 in Chinese, the 神, or it's an energy, you call it energy. Energy support your mental activity and your body activity. Okay, so there's Jing, like the Chinese talk about the Jing, Qi, Shen. So this is Shen here. Okay. So this is saying gather your thought, call your thought back, meeting with your energy. Okay. In today's word, if I'm using a really modern word, I will say that turn off all your applications so that you charging your smartphone. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, 平肩党, this is equal shoulder stand, meaning that your leg is have a distance of your shoulder. Okay, so your leg and your shoulder have the equal distance. So this part is the handling of the mind and the qi. Okay, this part is the handling of the physical body. Okay, we know by common denominator today that human of the ancient Chinese can be modeled with the 4 core elements or 4 layer models, which is the physical body, the mind, the breathing, and the qi layer or energy neuron. In today's word, is your energy in the body and your ANS, autonomic nervous system. Okay, so it is 4 layer or 4 core element. We know this is physical body, which is represent this thing. This is the mind, and this is the qi. Okay, so it fill up there. It tell you how to handle this. Okay. So if we want to say that is a Qigong or not, you know the Qi term is there already. Okay? Now, and you also know that the body, the physical body, is supporting. Physical body is supporting the mind and the qi handling, while the mind and qi handling is governing the physical body. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, further, we can know this. Ji Yi Hui Shen is actually parallel to what I was talking the other day. Xing, Xi, Xiang, Yi. The mind and the breathing synchronize or pairing. Okay? So, Ji Yi Hui Shen is like gather your thought and meeting with the sense or the energy. Xing Xi Xiang Yi is mean your mind and your breathing pairing. And after pairing, what happened? Of course, you gather with your energy. Okay? So, Ji Yi Hui Shen. Okay? And then this is Xing, Xi, Xiang, Yi. So this is presenting in terms of the 4 layer: physical body, mind, breathing, qi. This mind and the breathing pairing is presenting the content of mind and breathing. Okay? Thus, Ji Yi Hui Shen Ping Jian Dang is pairing. Okay, Ping Jian Dang. Okay, which is the Xiu Lin Tao Kit, is describing physical body, mind, this is breathing, this is the qi. So the Xiu Lin Tao Kit is describing physical body, mind, and qi. Okay? Now, they are pointing at the same thing. The only thing over here is like this one, Ji Yi Hui Shen is describing mind and qi, while Xing Xi Xiang Yi is describing mind and breathing. Okay? So, when one do the Ji Yi Hui Shen, gathering the intention, meeting the Shen, one actually is doing the mind and the breathing is pairing. So when one doing the mind, the breathing, the mind and breathing is pairing, one is actually doing this. Okay? We know that Xin Xi Xiang Yi is very Chinese, is Taoist, is the Taoist. Okay? Now, in Buddhism, this Xin Xi Xiang Yi or Ji Yi Hui Shen term is called what? It's called Xing Yi. Jing. Xing. Okay? There's Buddhist term. Okay? Okay? So this is the Taoist term, this is the Xiu Lin Tao term, this is the Buddhist term. They're talking about the same thing. So what is the Xing Yi Jing Xing? Well, Xing Yi Jing Xing, if you check in the Sanskrit, okay, it is Chitta, Ekaga. Go check in Wikipedia. Okay? And this is actually a big thing in the Sastra, Yoga, Chara, Bhumi. Okay? A Buddhist Sastra describing the state of meditation or state of samadhi. So, okay, Citta Ekaggata. Okay, Citta Ekaggata. Just write so that you can check it. Okay, so we know the Buddha's descriptions, the Taoist descriptions, the Xiulim Tao descriptions, they are description of the same state. The same state, only they describe in the different layer, different components. So it means that the human can be modeled as physical body, mind, breathing, energy, neural, okay, or call it qi. So there's 4 components. So the somebody with the same state, physiological state, somebody can describe mind and the breathing like the Taoist, and somebody like the Xiulim Tao, it can describe the qi layer and the mind layer, but they are talking about the same thing. Okay, so you can see this Xing Xi Xiang Yi, which is Taoist, Qigong. This is Wing Chun, and this is the Buddhist samadhi. Okay, so I write this for you so that you can see. So the Xiulim Tao is said Ji Yi Hui Shen. So it describes the mind and the qi layer. Okay, and then the Taoist is said Xing Xi. Xing Xi Xiang Yi. This is describing the breathing and the mind layer. Okay, and then the Buddhas saying Xing Yi Jing Xing. They describe the mind layer. So in the 4-layer model, physical body, mind, breathing, the qi layer, or the energy plus autonomic neuron system layer, they actually describe the same thing. Either they describe from here with this thing, this combinations, or this combinations, or just this alone. That's how it is. So with this, what is Xiulim Tao? That is what Xiulim Tao is. Okay, much more than what people guess. Okay, I show you. Buddhist, Taoist, Xiulim Tao. This is prior to 1850. Well, you need to study a lot of things in Taoist, Buddhism, and so forth in order to can see all this thing, can line all this thing up. And that is what people study in 1850s. Today we don't study those anymore. That's why we don't know, right? And one thing I want to share with you, which is I think is important. Remember we talk about this physical body, this is mind, this is breathing, This is energy, neural, or the qi component of the human. In this mind, there is, say, nim. Everybody's saying that nim, okay? And then okay. So nim, like xiu nim tao nim, what does that mean? Nim simply mean that what is in your mind right in this instance. That's all. Don't take it more than that. Okay? So what do you have in mind right now? That's nim. This is shi in Mandarin, is thinking. 想象 over here is imagination. Imagine. Like imagine there is a tiger here. Imagine. 觉 is aware. Okay? So nim is not some kind of magic power. Nim is just your present state of your mind. What is in your mind right now? That's all. Okay? What is in your mind right now? That's all. So in order to handle this mind layer, mind element, one need to know this. Otherwise, one cannot handle, as what I just erased away, those the combinations of the mind, the body, mind, the breathing, and the energy. One need to know what it is to handle it, to manipulate it, or to evoke it. Okay. So is Wing Chun have any secret magic mind power? No. That's what it is. Okay? This mind stuff cannot replace the breathing, cannot replace the energy, cannot replace the physical body. Okay? So do not take mind as something else. Okay? And if you using this type of understanding, you'll be able to read what it is pre-1850s. If you use whatever today's definitions, many different type of definitions today, one will not be able to read whatever happened in the pre-1850. So there's a problem there. Okay. So is Wing Chun internal? Is Wing Chun have Qigong? Is Wing Chun have magic thought? This is what reality is. Okay? And so the issue is that if we understand, if we know what is in 1850, okay, and we know, and we map this 1850 stuff into today's as what it is, and in scientific modeling, we will know what it is, and we'll be able to realize it. We'll be able to know the strength and the weakness and so forth, and we can develop Wing Chun further on, because there's nothing perfect there. Okay, it's like this iPad. You have to go through generations and generations of evolution, but you need to know what it is. We cannot just say, okay, this is the iPad, is iOS system. We cannot link this to the Android system. This is a short, Wing Chun is a short strike. We cannot link that, jump that gun into Tai Chi with the long fist stuff. Okay? Like iOS cannot jump to the Android. Okay? So if one knows this, everything is clear and one don't need to guess, and one be able to get result on what did one training or develop. And that is why I wrote these two books for educations. Okay, so this book is talking about presenting the Wing Chun short strike momentum, impulse, force, the body conditioning, and so forth, and the techniques. This book is presenting the details in the four core elements just now, how to handle each of them and how to handle or manipulate or get the different layers train and so forth. Okay, so this book. So with these two books, it can be 2 semesters and it covers what most people never see in a lifetime. Okay, and there's no kidding. So in 2 semesters, we can know what happened in 1850s in a scientific way. No guessing. Get result. And we know what it is. We don't, you know, we don't want to over expect stuff. We want to see what it is clearly and then we can change it. For example, if after you study this, you know this is a short strike, you know how this handle and those things in a handle the mind, the chi and so forth. You said, well, you know, if I get down to the ground, I don't have enough techniques. Well, if you want to add in BJJ stuff, there's no problem with it. Just be honest with it, right? You evaluate that way because say, well, I found that I need this. And if somebody read this Wing Chun stuff, and this is a basic of the Chinese, the development of the mind, body, and chi and so forth, and then they decide to use it, why not? So it is like treating it like a university class and subject, a science and technology. Okay. So that is why I spend my lifetime on the things, and then I put in these 2 books, make it affordable so everybody can go study it. Okay, so let's not argue anything, because we don't want to track in between 1850s stories and legend. We want to move on. If we don't move on, the thing vanish. And also we want to understand what is going on prior to this. Okay, so that is to share with you today on this these questions. Also, there's some friends who ask me, will I start doing Wing Chun's video again? Well, right now I'm focusing on this human operating system video, as you can see here, you know, human operating systems and artificial intelligence. So I am not going to do those Wing Chun videos, but if you have any questions, you know, write me and I'll answer for you. And if you get these 2 books and you decide to study it or form study group, you can form Facebook study group and so forth, and you can invite me there so I can answer questions if needed. Okay, I always support educations. So this is to share with you today, and get these 2 books because it is the best investment on if you want to learn about the Chinese culture, the short strike, the Qigong, the meditation, Qigong. The common denominator is here. Okay, so we know the boundary conditions. We have the boundary condition there. Okay,